Hi guys, welcome back to Foodie Life Dan. This is Dan here, and I'm bringing you the hot sauce special. If you didn't know from the last previous episode, I got hot sauce from the Asian Expo over at San Mateo Convention Center, and I tried some of the Good Luck hot sauce there, and it was really good. So I decided to buy some to do a food review and see which hot sauce is the best, pairing it with 3 different things. Okay, we're gonna pair it with rice, plain old rice, to see which hot sauce goes best with it. Second, what we're gonna do is pair it with jian, which is a scallion pancake, a Chinese scallion pancake, which is savory, no meat, but it's pretty good to see what goes well with a salty, savory dish. And the third thing we're gonna do is a gyoza or a pot sticker, pork. So we're gonna match it with what hot sauce pairs the best with pork and a gyoza, because that's really good. I love to pair hot sauce with anything, really. So I even do hot sauce and spaghetti, honestly, but that's a next time thing, because I don't know if you guys will like accept the hot sauce spaghetti take. Other than that, yeah, so let's talk about what kind of hot sauce there is here that I got. This one is the stir-fried mushroom hot sauce, okay? So stir-fried mushroom hot sauce, I opened the can and it has bits of mushrooms obviously in here. It smells really good, really fragrant, and I think this is the one that I tasted at the fair, and I've tried it with some chip and it was really good. But ingredients is mushroom, chili peppers, soybean oil, soy sauce, things like that, okay? It contains soy and wheat. The bottom has expiration date. All of these expire 2027, so it's fine. It says for an open can, it should be stored at cooled place, but once opened, it must be stored in refrigerator or consumed within 3 to 4 days. Okay. The next one is the soybean and mushroom. And actually the interesting thing about this one is it actually has soybean bits in here. So it actually has soybean bits in here, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's orange, we'll see. Obviously the ingredients include chili pepper, soybean oil, mushroom. The last but not least, excuse me, is the fresh pepper and mushroom. Fresh pepper and mushroom, I believe this is probably the spiciest one. It looks the most red. Still smell very fragrant. Obviously the ingredients include chili pepper, soybean, mushroom, purified water, bean paste sauce, okay? So this one might be my favorite because I actually prefer things really spicy, but we'll see which pairs best with which, all right? Okay, so before we start, I got my trusty Star Fox mug where I have some water in here so I can take a drink every time I switch flavors, just to make it more fair. And I got my first item here, which is the white rice. I'm sure you guys know all about the white rice. It's just white rice. It's plain old white rice. No flavor, not much flavor, pretty bland, but it's a really good testing ground for the initial start. Or actually, you know what? Before we start, why don't I try the chili itself with no flavor? I mean, with no topping. See which one I like best before I even top it with anything. Because it does say meal in a can, right? So let's try some of the stir-fried mushroom by itself. So I'm gonna put some chunks right here on the side dish here. I'm not gonna mix it with the rice. So I'll put it on the side right here and just try it. Okay. Definitely taste the mushroom. Oh, decently spicy actually. It hits like afterwards in the back of my throat. I would give this spicy level of a 6. 10 meaning super spicy. 6 meaning like 5 and 6 is like pretty like a good amount of spice. And for a person that likes spicy, I think this is a really good amount of spice. Not too spicy, but enough to give you a kick. 5 or a 6. in terms of spicy level. But it does have that mushroom kick, and I do like it. It has a lot of pepper in there, or chili flakes in here. Can't really see, but pretty good. Let's try the soybean. Soybean is next. Oh, forgot, I'm gonna drink some water. The soybean is next, okay? I'm gonna definitely eat a few chunks of the soybean just to test it out and put it on the side as usual. Here's the soybean, okay? I don't know if you can see it very well, but here's the soybean. Less spicy than the stir-fried mushroom. This is maybe like a 3, like a mild to me. Although it does creep up, maybe 3 and 4. Because I think the soybean makes it sweet, more sweet. Versus the stir-fry is like really flavorful and kicks you straight up. The soybean is a little bit more sweet, but pretty good. This is what I'm looking for. This is the fresh pepper and mushroom. So fresh pepper and mushroom, don't worry, I'll drink water. Fresh pepper and mushroom. Okay. Let me put a bit on the side dish here. Drink some water first. All right. Fresh pepper and mushroom. I know you really can't see it, but here it is. Fresh pepper and mushroom. Smells about the same as the stir fry. I didn't get any mushroom in the first bite. Or maybe they, it's not chunks. Oh, okay. This is more chili forward. The stir-fried mushroom is more mushroom forward, and there's actually mushroom chunks in the stir-fried mushroom. But I feel like the fresh pepper, is it fresh pepper? Fresh pepper mushroom, they chop the mushroom to more finer things, finer pieces. So you still taste the mushroom, but it's not as prevalent as the stir-fried. Now, is it spicier? I think by like 1 degree, a little bit spicier. If I say this is a 5-6, this would be like a 6 straight, 6 solid. In terms of spicy level. And don't forget, my spicy level may be different from yours because I do like spicy. So for some people, it might be like 8 or 9 or 8. But obviously, most of you guys won't just eat it by itself, right? Most of you guys are just gonna pair it with rice, with noodles, and things like that. Okay, so we're gonna try test number 1 officially, which is the white rice. So I have bits of it here. This is the stir-fried mushroom with some white rice. And let's see how it tastes. Okay, there you go. Here's the bites. First of all, I love mushroom bits because they're like little chunks, literally mushroom chunks. With the mushroom bit, it feels like a real meal in a can because the mushrooms are big and you can taste it and it's still spicy and it still hits you. So I really do enjoy that. But let's try the soybean because I don't know. Let's try the soybean because the soybean is a little bit sweeter, right? Now, will that go well with the rice? There you go. Bunch of chili with the rice. Okay. Interesting flavor. If you tell me you don't really like too spicy of an item, soybean would be a good pick because it's more mild. It does have the sweetness to it, and it does have soybean. So mixed with rice is kind of weird because it's like sweet, but rice is bland. So you're eating like a sweet thing with a bland thing. But I think if you like really like mild food, then this would be okay. Or mild spicy, but you still want the spicy kick. Soybean is okay. Let's try with the fresh chili. Fresh pepper and mushroom. Okay, fresh pepper and mushroom. Interesting. It's a very similar vibe to the stir fry. The only thing I'm missing from this one is, like I said, the real mushrooms. Because if I'm eating white rice just by itself, and I really want a meal in a can, the mushroom has bits in it, and it feels like I'm eating like a meal. Even soybean does. But the fresh pepper, it's all more grinded finely. So I feel like if you're just pairing with white rice, I mean, they're all good. But I would pair number 1 with the stir fry, number 2 with the soybean for our not too spicy lovers, and the 3 for freshly grind chili for number 3. Does that make sense? All right, let's move on to the jian beans. All right, guys, ready for test number 2? Is the jian bean. Here it is. All right, this is the scallion pancake, like I mentioned. The scallion pancake. It's basically just flour, scallion, and like sesame oil, things like that. Pretty simple, but a classic in a Chinese dish. Really good appetizer. If you had never had jian bean before, you should try it. So I have a scissor here. We're gonna cut up pieces of the jian bean and to try which is the best to go with our hot sauce. I'll cut them in strips because I feel like in strips I can put in the hot sauce a little bit better, right? Or maybe I'll wrap it. We'll see. Put 3 big chunks. Okay. Should we go from this side now? This side first. Let me get a sip of water. All right, let's try the fresh pepper and mushroom. So this is more of the grinded up version. I have a big piece right here. Put on here. Like so. We wrap it. That's actually really good. Because as you know, like the scallion pancake here is flour and like scallion or green onion and sesame oil, things like that. But it's not spicy, obviously, and it absorbs that spice really well. With a freshly grind, it's like it balances it really well because it has the hint of spiciness, but not overwhelmingly spicy like when I did with rice. Because of the savory and the saltiness of the green onion oil, green onion flavor in it. That's a pretty good balance. Surprisingly pretty good balance. Now let's move on to the soybean. So how will the little bit of sweetness pair with our pancake or scallion pancake? Here you go. Oh, it pairs surprisingly well. Because the soybean adds a little bit of a sweetness. Sorry, my voice cracked. Because the soybean adds a little bit of the sweetness to the saltiness and savoriness of the pancake, the jian bean, and it has a hint of aftertaste of soybean lingering in my mouth. Well, that's quite interesting. I actually kind of dig it with the pancake. But I can't give the final decision without trying the stir fry. So let's try the stir fry. There you go, stir fry pancake. Now because like this is so thick, the mushroom is not as pronounced as it was with the rice, where I can like chew bits of the mushroom. Yes, I chew it here because of the flour is so thick, it doesn't come alive as much. Like I don't notice it as much as I did when it was just plain rice. So I actually think, surprisingly, the winner would actually be the soybean with the jian, because the sweetness adds to the savory and the saltiness of the scallion pancake. Quite interesting, and I actually really do enjoy the soybean, especially for mild spicy lovers. This would be a good try. Okay, moving on. All right, guys, the last but not least is the gyoza. Okay, there you go. Gyoza pork pot sticker. I got these from Costco. Pretty simple. Just pan fry, sear them. Okay, and it's pork inside. It's salty. It's meaty with pork. Basically it. Pretty simple profile. I'm gonna put one on each dish, each plate. So I have a little individual plate here, like so. And we're gonna try which hot sauce from Good Luck Hot Sauce pairs best with a gyoza pork pot sticker. Okay. Now first we'll start with the soybean, because I started first on the other ones. Let's try some soybean chunks with the hot sauce, with the pot sticker, I mean. Okay, so my pot sticker is drenched with the soybean hot sauce, soybean and mushroom, like so. Remember how I mentioned that the soybean gels really well with the scallion pancake earlier? The soybean doesn't really gel the pot sticker very well. Not as well as I would imagine. Because obviously the soybean is a little bit, you know, it has a shell and it's still chewy, it's soft, but it's still noticeable. But when you're chewing the pot sticker skin, meat, and have additional soft hard substance like the soybean, it's just okay. Like it doesn't pair extra well with the soybean. But maybe that's just me. Let's move on to the stir fry mushroom. Okay. This is the stir fry mushroom. Okay. Now let me drink some water first. I always forget. Okay. Stir fry mushroom. Like I mentioned, because I have other substance now in while I'm chewing, the mushroom itself, it doesn't shine as much. But the hot sauce does taste really well. Like the oil, the sauce itself is amazing. But it's just because, you know, they added the mushroom chunks in here, you don't really taste the chunky mushrooms as much. But still fine. Still pretty good. Okay, let's try the fresh pepper mushroom. Maybe the more grinded up version and more chili forward makes more sense in a gyoza. So here, trying it. It does make more sense. This one's more chili forward. So if you really want hot and spicy in the pot sticker, I would recommend this one. It's more grinded, so the balance of it is better because there's no chunks to bite on in terms of the gyoza. Because the gyoza already has like the skin, which is also crunchy, crispy, the meat, and other stuff in your mouth. This one just kind of gels with it a little bit better than the other two. So this one would be for gyoza pick. This one would be for the pancake, Scallion pancake. And this one would just be for plain rice, the stir fry. But overall, the hot sauce is pretty good. Like, surprisingly, they didn't hold back in the spice. And it's quite spicy, honestly, like more than what I expected from the hot sauces, which I do really enjoy. Now, which one is actually my personal favorite that I think pairs well with everything? If you're only going to get one, which is one you should get? I recommend the stir-fry mushroom because it has the chunks of mushroom, and inside the mushroom it's a little bit sweet. Its spiciness is really good, really good. Like, I enjoy the spiciness. If you put too much spice on it, it'll be overly not balanced. I feel like the balance of it is especially really, really good. For mild lovers, obviously the soybean. And if you want it to be mixed with like food and ingredients that you don't taste any text, like you don't taste the mushroom bits bothering you, like this would be, the freshly pepper would be really good for like, what I'm thinking, like, yeah, like pairing with like pot stickers, pairing with like bows, right? Pairing with like, yeah, barbecue buns, things like that, barbecue pork bun. This would be perfect for a barbecue pork bun because it doesn't have chunks that's bothering you while you're eating different textures. But if you're just gonna get one, I think this right here is the winner. Stir-fry mushroom is my personal winner. From all the taste tests, I like this the most. But you can buy these products from their website, Good Luck Hot Sauce websites. And also they do sell them on Amazon. And my Amazon affiliate link is down below. So if you want to support me and you want to try some of the hot sauce, go check out the Amazon link because it just tells Amazon that I referred you to try these products. And if you like it, or I mean, just to purchase it, and I get a small kickback for that. And it doesn't hurt you in any way. It doesn't increase the price or anything like that. It just tells Amazon I referred you, okay? It's quite interesting to try, and it mixes well with other products, and there's definitely mushroom forward. So if you love mushrooms, you might want to try some of these hot sauces. And I feel like any of these hot sauces mix well with anything that you want to put hot sauce in. Now for spaghetti, like I mentioned before, which hot sauce would I put in my spaghetti? I would probably put either one of these, right? As you know, I obviously, because I love the spiciness a little bit more than the soybean. But the soybean does shine in its own way, right? And that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoy. Until next time, see you later. Make sure to subscribe, comment below to see if you guys love these kind of special reviews. Let me know, and maybe should I try other products, or recommend me other products I should try. Maybe cup noodle brands, other things I should try. Let me know, and I'll give you my feedback on them. Okay, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.